She wasn't the most beautiful woman in the ancient world, but she was the most unforgettable. A queen, a goddess, a lover, and a master of power. This is not just the story of Cleopatra. It's the story of how seduction became a political weapon. Cleopatra, the art of seduction. Born into the Ptolemaic dynasty, Cleopatra wasn't just born to rule. She was born into chaos. Civil war, palace intrigue, and betrayal were daily affairs. But she had a weapon others did not: her mind. While her siblings plotted, Cleopatra studied politics, philosophy, astronomy. She learned to speak 9 languages, including the sacred Egyptian tongue, the first in her dynasty to do so. She knew early, if she couldn't dominate with armies, she'd dominate with presence. At just 21, Cleopatra was exiled by her own brother. She didn't return with an army, she returned with a rug. Legend says she had herself rolled inside and smuggled into Julius Caesar's chambers. When the rug unfurled, she appeared before the most powerful man in Rome, not in armor, but in silk, scent, and wit. She didn't need to beg. She dazzled. And Caesar, a man known more for war than love, was captivated. Their affair wasn't just romance, it was revolution. With Caesar's backing, Cleopatra reclaimed her throne and bore him a son, Caesarion, the heir Rome never wanted. Years later, with Caesar dead, Cleopatra faced a new Roman giant, Mark Antony. She met him not in court, but in a golden barge, sails perfumed with incense, dressed as Isis, the goddess of love and life. Antony never stood a chance. Their love was theatrical, political, and deeply strategic. Together, they ruled the Eastern Mediterranean. Together, they dreamed of a new Roman Empire. Not in Rome, but in Alexandria. But in Rome, their love was branded as treason. Octavian, Rome's rising star, declared war on Cleopatra, not just with soldiers, but with stories. He painted her as a wicked seductress, a foreign witch corrupting a Roman hero. It worked. After Antony's defeat at the Battle of Actium, Cleopatra knew her end was near. She chose death on her own terms. A snake, they say, delivered her final kiss. But Cleopatra's story didn't die with her. It grew into legend. Shakespeare turned her into poetry. Hollywood turned her into a fantasy. And history couldn't decide if she was a villain or a goddess. What we know is this: Cleopatra mastered the art of seduction, not just with beauty, but with brilliance. She didn't just lie in beds of emperors. She bent them to her will. In a world ruled by men, Cleopatra ruled by mystery, and her greatest throne was the mind of those who underestimated her.